Now, such a long calculation, will you be able to do it? Yes, I am very sure you will be able to do it. So, how many zeros are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2 digits more, 2 zeros more in the base. Okay, so it has 3 plus 3, 6, and 2. 8 zeros it had. It had 8 zeros. So I need 8 digits here. For what? The base had 3, 3, 6, and 2. 8 zeros it had. Okay, and those 8 digits I have to write in as a multiplication of 11 into 15. Now 11 into 15 you can do in both the ways which I have already explained, using Sutra number 1, which says, not Sutra number 1, but what I discussed in Sutra number 1, which says any number multiplied by 11, all you need to do is write a 1, write a 5, in the middle do the addition of 1 and 5, 165. So I'll write 165 here, and in the rest of the spots I'll just put 5 zeros so that it has 8 digits in total. Now add this with 15. Okay, so what would that be? It would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros, and the addition of 11 and 15 is going to be 26. So that is your answer. Okay, what did I do? I did from this base, this is plus 11, this is plus 15. I did the multiplication of 15 into 11 and wrote it in 8 digits. So 165 was the unit, tens and 100, and the rest of them had 5 more zeros to make it 8 digits. Okay, and then what did I do? I added this with 15 or this with 11. Both of them would give me the same answers. Okay, and this was such a lengthy answer for such small steps, right? Now this is something new. Okay, so what's new in this? The major thing which is new in this particular thing is that both of them are lesser than the base. Okay, so both of them are having a base of 1000. That's okay, and the first one is 3 less than the base of 1000, and this is 1 less than the base of 1000. Okay, now the steps remains the same. I have to multiply minus 3 and minus 1. See, minus into minus is plus. This you should know that when you multiply minus by a minus, you will always get plus. When you multiply a plus by a minus, you will get a minus. If you multiply a minus by a plus, you will still get minus. But if you will multiply a plus by a plus, you will always get a plus. Okay, these are some prerequisites that you should be knowing before we start. Okay, similarly, if I do the addition part, minus plus minus will always remain minus. Minus plus a plus, or minus or plus a minus, they both would always be cannot be determined uniquely. Why? Because both the results are possible. If I subtract, let's say minus 4 by plus 5, I will get a plus 1. But if I subtract minus 4 by a plus 3, I'll get minus 1. So the sign is not dependent on just the signs, but it is also dependent on the magnitude. Okay, this is something you should know. But a plus when added by another plus would always give me a plus. This is something which is uniquely determinable. Okay, so here what we have to apply is minus 3 into minus 1. It is going to be plus 3. But we need to write in 3 digit because the number of zeros here are 3. So I'll use 3 digits. So that means I have to use 2 zeros here. Okay, the next step also remains the same. Do 997 minus 1, that would also be 996. Or do 999 minus 3, that would also be 996. Okay, this is something you should always remember, right? That either way you can go. It's not like you have to use only one way only, that top to bottom or bottom to top. Any is okay. Okay, so this is the answer to this particular question. a small example for you. Now both of them are near to the base of 100. Okay, this is minus 9, right? 91 and 100, the difference is 9, which is minus, because 91 is lesser than the base, and this is minus 6. Now 6 into 9 is 54, so 5 and 4 you can write directly, and 91 minus 6 you do, or 94 minus 9 you do, you will always get the same answer. So the answer would be 85. Okay, so 8554 would be the answer to this particular question. Okay, now this is another level now, right? Because I already taught you if both are more than the base, if both are lesser than the base. Now the third scenario comes when one is more than the base and the other is lesser than the base. Then how you can solve it? That is also an application of Sutra number 2 itself. Okay, so the base is 100, this is more by 5, this is lesser by 4. Now, as I already taught you here, that when a plus is multiplied by a minus, or a minus is multiplied by a plus, you will be getting minus sign. Okay, you will be getting a minus sign. So what you need to do here, 5 into 4 would be 20, but it would be minus 20. And the next step also remains the same. 105 minus 4 would be 101. So do you think the answer is 101 minus 20? Never. 105 into 96 would give me a unique number. There is no number or no such numbers exist which says 101 minus 20. Right? It would be an absurd thing to say. Right? So what will we do now? We'll do one thing. If I take one carry, if I take 1 from this hundreds place, the answer would be 0, 100 would be remaining here, because I have taken 1 from 101. And when I will be giving it to minus 20, I'll not be giving a 1, I'll be actually giving 100. I'll be actually giving 100. Why 100? Because when I'm giving from the hundreds place, I'm actually giving 100. Okay, so 100 minus 20 would be 80. Thereby, the answer here would be 10080. Okay, I'll explain using one more example. Okay, for example, it is 109 into 94. Okay, 109 into 94. This is plus 9, this is minus 6. And because the base of both of them is 100 only, so I need 2 digits here. So 6 into 9 is going to be minus 54, right? And 94 plus 9, or 109 minus 6 is going to be 103. So 103 minus 54 is not something which is logical. It would be absurd. And so I have to take 1 from 103. So 102 would be remaining. Right? 102 would be remaining. And when I'll be giving it to this place, it would be 100 minus 54. And according to Sutra number 1 itself, I have taught you how to do 100 minus 54 without taking any carry. What should I add to 5 to make it 9? That would be 4. And what should I add to 4 to make it 10? Because the last digit is by 10. Okay, all by 9 and the last by 10. So it would be 6. So 10246 would be the answer to this particular question. Okay. So more questions coming right away for you in the second part of this particular video. We'll do a lot of more questions, and also will be giving you some questions for practice. Okay.